Tesla is like really put all of our money into and attention into trying to make the product as compelling as possible.
You ever feel like tech these days just isn't made for you? The buttons keep shrinking. The screens get brighter, but harder to read. Scam calls, strange links, confusing settings. Who's actually in control? And worst of all, when your phone fails, you're on your own. No help, no clarity. Well, Elon Musk just flipped the script. The 2026 Tesla Pi phone isn't just another shiny toy. It's a personal assistant that listens, a guardian that protects, and a companion that understands real life, not TikTok trends. So, do you wonder what the 3 shocking upgrades that set this phone apart from anything Apple or Samsung can offer that we had found out are? Why are early users calling it the smartest, safest phone ever built? And how exactly does Tesla's car tech power this game-changing phone? You'll find out in today's breakdown, right here on AutoGearshift, the Tesla tech news channel that cuts through the hype and gives you facts that matter. And hey, help us reach 3,999 subscribers today. Why 3,999? Because Elon says round numbers are boring, and we like to keep things just a bit different. Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's dive in. How can a phone finally understand you without commands or touchscreens? For years, voice assistants like Siri and Alexa promised a hands-free future, but never truly delivered. In most cases, users still found themselves repeating commands, correcting misheard names, or giving up entirely when background noise got in the way. Siri's word recognition accuracy in noisy environments, for example, hovers around 75% at 70 decibels, barely reliable in a living room with a TV on. Alexa performs slightly better, around 82%, but still struggles with natural phrasing. Most systems require you to speak slowly, clearly, and robotically, far from the fluid way humans actually talk. That's what Tesla intends to fix with the 2026 Pi phone. The new Pi phone debuts a voice assistant powered by Grok 4.0, Tesla's large multimodal language model, developed originally for cars and robotics. What sets it apart isn't just raw AI power, though Grok 4 reportedly operates at over 700 billion parameters, nearly double that of GPT-4 Turbo, but it's real-world optimization. Tesla fine-tuned Grok for this specific application using a proprietary voice dataset containing over 14,000 hours of real-world speech from older users aged 65 and up. This dataset includes regional accents, low-volume murmurs, and age-related changes in vocal tone that typically confuse AI. By comparison, Apple's Siri and Google Assistant rely mostly on datasets compiled from younger English-speaking users in ideal conditions. As a result, Tesla claims Grok-powered voice input delivers over 94% recognition accuracy in environments with ambient noise up to 75 decibels, equivalent to a running vacuum cleaner, all while operating at just under 50 milliwatts of continuous power draw. For reference, Google Assistant's passive listening draws approximately 120 to 150 milliwatts, which makes Tesla's Assistant more than 2.5 times more efficient. This power efficiency allows Grok to remain always on without killing the battery. Even with 24/7 passive listening enabled, Tesla estimates the Pi phone loses only about 4 to 5% of battery life per day to voice processing. That's a critical breakthrough for older users who may need to use their phone urgently without unlocking or navigating menus. Further enhancing its usability, Tesla incorporates a Motion Detect Layer V3, a neural module that interprets vocal stress patterns. If your voice cracks slightly when speaking, for example due to fatigue or anxiety, Grok can detect this from shifts in amplitude and pitch contour. In internal testing with 1,000 beta users, Grok successfully identified emotional tone shifts with 87% accuracy, and in 62% of cases responded appropriately with empathy-driven language, such as, "Would you like me to notify someone?" or "Can I help with something?" All of this runs locally on Tesla's in-house Dojo Lite chip, built specifically for edge AI inference, meaning user data never needs to be sent to the cloud. Processing happens instantly on the device, preserving both speed and privacy. Response latency in early benchmarks averaged just 240 milliseconds versus nearly 700 milliseconds on Apple's Siri for complex queries. Which voice assistant do you think understands you better in noisy places? Comment 1 if you trust Tesla Pi phone's Grok Assistant with its 94% accuracy and natural speech. Comment 2 if you still prefer Siri or Alexa, even with their limits in noisy environments. Tell us why in the comments. We want to hear your experience. How can your phone really read your eyes, hands, and even mood? Tesla's 2026 Pi phone is delivering a radical shift in how displays interact with users. At the heart of this leap is the autofocus neural display, a system so responsive it feels almost alive. Instead of relying on fixed UI elements or manual adjustments, this display constantly adapts in real time based on your eye movement, hand stability, and even biological rhythms. The system begins with a dense mesh of infrared eye tracking sensors, capable of scanning user gaze with an accuracy of under 1.2 millimeters. This means when your eyes drift, hesitate, or struggle to focus, the interface responds instantly. Icons gently enlarge, fonts bolden by up to 16%, and even scroll speed dynamically slows down to match your visual processing. Compared to Apple's current Dynamic Island interface, which is static and reactive rather than anticipatory, Tesla's screen reads the intent before your finger even lands. Beyond your eyes, Tesla integrates touch precision AI. After just a few hours of use, it learns your finger's natural drift and compensates for input errors within a tolerance of plus or minus 2.5 millimeters. This drastically reduces missed touches, a common frustration among older users or in situations where the hands are cold, shaky, or gloved. What's more futuristic is how the display shifts based on your biorhythms. If you're using the phone after sunset, it adapts not just with night mode, but with dynamic color temperature shifting, tuned by your age and circadian pattern. Users will see warmer amber tones in the evening, easing strain on aging eyes, while a younger user may get sharper whites for better alertness. Perhaps most surprisingly, the layout isn't static either. Hold the phone with one hand, and the interface rearranges in under 0.3 seconds for thumb-only navigation. Use gloves, and it automatically enlarges targets and simplifies icons without any toggles. Tesla calls this adaptive gesture correction, correcting minor input errors due to trembling hands or gloves, a move clearly aimed at usability across all age groups. How Tesla quietly reinvents elder safety with AI called the Tesla Family Beacon. This system isn't about constant surveillance. It's about peace of mind, powered by serious technology. And unlike typical health trackers or GPS apps, Tesla's approach is seamless, secure, and non-invasive. At the core is something called Encrypted Location Pulse, ELP, a protocol that doesn't broadcast your real-time GPS location, but instead sends out silent signals, indicating behavioral consistency. For example, it may simply show, "all good," if the device detects the usual morning kitchen walk, or flag a subtle check-in if there's no movement by noon. Crucially, your exact coordinates are never shared unless explicitly authorized, putting Tesla ahead of privacy-lax competitors like Life360 or Apple Find My, both of which still rely on active tracking and manual check-ins. In places where cellular networks are weak or unavailable, Tesla leverages the Starlink-powered MeshNet sync. This allows Pi phones in the area to act as decentralized nodes, maintaining communication without needing towers. Early simulations show that a single Starlink uplink, paired with 5 to 10 Pi phones within a 500-meter radius, can maintain beacon functionality in remote cabins, or even underground garages, something most smartphones today can't do. And that's our deep dive into Tesla's game-changing Pi phone updates. Which feature caught your attention the most? The voice assistant that actually gets you, the screen that adapts like it's reading your mind, or the family beacon that keeps your loved ones connected without invading privacy. How do you think these innovations will change daily life, especially for older users? And what other Tesla tech are you excited to see next? If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button, subscribe to autogearshift, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest Tesla news and analysis. Help us reach our quirky milestone of 3,999 subscribers, because, as Elon says, round numbers are boring, and we like to keep things different. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.